Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my recipe for a keto, low-carb spaghetti squash lasagna. Alright, so here are the ingredients I used. I used ricotta cheese, Alfredo sauce, onion powder, some turmeric, garlic powder, ground pepper, Himalayan pink salt, some cheese blend, some ground turkey, some baby spinach, and I also used some spaghetti squash. So in this recipe I used ground turkey, but you're more than welcome to use ground beef. You can also use frozen spinach instead of the fresh spinach, but that's just what I had on hand. And feel free to switch out the spaghetti squash for zucchini noodles, or if you're not trying to do low carb, you can add any kind of noodles. So you can get creative with this recipe. Okay, so first off, I'm starting off with using some avocado oil. Again, you can use coconut oil or whatever oil of choice. And I'm just going to drizzle some of this oil onto the pan. Next, I'm going to take the ground turkey. Again, feel free to use any kind of meat you prefer. I'm going to put that into the pan and then I'm going to start seasoning it. Alright, so I'm going to start off with some garlic powder. I'm a big fan of garlic powder. I pretty much put it in all of my recipes. Again, like I mentioned numerous times, you can get really creative. You can use any kind of seasoning you like. So I also added some onion powder. You're more than welcome to add things like ranch, the ranch powders that you can buy from the supermarket, or anything, just as long as it's to your liking. I also added some black pepper. This is the next one that you're going to see is turmeric. I don't have a label on it here, but you can buy this from Whole Foods or like a Sprouts. Also, a lot of ethnic stores have it, so you can go ahead and find turmeric just about anywhere. I've also even seen it at Safeway. Next, I'm going to use some of the pink Himalayan salt. You can use, again, any kind of salt. If you don't like salt, you don't have to add salt because as you guys know, salt is pretty much found in everything. So when you add the Alfredo sauce later on in the recipe, that has salt on its own. So feel free to use as much or as little salt as you'd like. Alright, so now that I have all the seasonings inside, I'm going to go ahead and saute a little bit and then preheat the oven to 350 degrees. So while the oven is preheating, I am sauteing and browning the ground turkey just enough so that it's browned and it's, fully cooked enough to go into the oven. Once your meat is cooked enough, you can go ahead and add the baby spinach. Here again, I'm using fresh spinach. You can go ahead and use frozen spinach. If you are using frozen spinach, I would hold off until the step where you're layering the different layers of the lasagna. But I had this on hand. I like to use fresh products if I have fresh products at home. So I'm going ahead and steaming some spinach. Now, one thing I like to mention is I really like a lot of spinach, so if I could have changed anything, I would have added another pack of spinach to this. But again, it's totally up to your personal preference and your liking of flavors. Once the spinach is cooked, I turn off the stove and then I go ahead and I add the Alfredo sauce. This Alfredo sauce is from Trader Joe's. I pretty much got all of my ingredients from Trader Joe's, but you can go ahead and use any kind of Alfredo sauce that you like. Once again, I'm doing a low carb version, so I chose Alfredo sauce because it is really low in carbs. But make sure to check your ingredients labels and your nutrition facts to make sure that the Alfredo sauce that you get is actually low carb if that's what you're trying to do. Next, I'm just adding in an egg, and then I'm going to make this cheese blend so that it can go into the layers of the lasagna. So I have the egg, some ricotta cheese, which I'm going to be making sure to mix together. I'll also be adding some more seasoning. I'm going to be doing the garlic powder, onion powder, and some pepper. And then I'm going to be finishing off with some cheese blend. So I'm gonna go ahead at the end and just mix it up really, really well, just so everything is incorporated before I add it into the layers of my lasagna. Alright guys, while you're watching this little portion, I just wanted to remind you to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Here's the final product of my cheese blend, and then next I'm going to show you the final product of my meat and spinach blend. Next I'm just going to be taking some cooking spray and spraying the pan. I could have used a bigger pan here, but I actually don't have anything that's like a medium size, so it would either be something really big or really small. So I'm going with this one. So you just want to go ahead and layer your meat at the bottom, meat and spinach. Again, if you didn't have the spinach and you have frozen spinach, you would add it here. And then I'm adding some spaghetti squash. Again, you can add zucchini noodles or anything that you like. And then I'm going to go ahead and top it off with my ricotta mixed cheese blend here. Once I do this, I'm just going to go ahead and repeat the steps until I have my lasagna done, kind of until all my ingredients are done at that point. But as you can see, this is kind of like how it goes. I'm going to speed it up so it doesn't take too much time. And then at the end, as you can see, I'm just adding some Mexican cheese blend on top. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this and put it into my preheated oven, which is preheated at 350. And I'm going to go ahead and let it bake in there for about 30 minutes or until the top is like a melted golden shade. Alright, here's the final product. You guys, it tastes so good. I don't know if it looks that good to you guys, but this stuff is so delicious. It's just melty and ooey gooey cheesy inside, and if you like cheese, you will not be disappointed with this recipe. It's super low carb, super easy and quick to make, and it's absolutely delicious. I really hope you guys enjoy this low carb lasagna as much as my family and I do. Don't forget to leave comments down below on what you think about the recipe. Also give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. I will catch you guys in my next video.